chains and you can't tie me down.
Hi guys, welcome back to Swift Reactions. Today we're going to be doing my first reaction to Cat Stevens. Now, I'm not particularly familiar with Cat Stevens, although I'm sure I do know Cat Stevens songs. I'm one of these people that listens to a lot of music and then quite often doesn't even know who sings it. So I've had this suggestion for Father and Son. I can't think if I know that song. It doesn't sound familiar. Whenever I keep trying to think about it, I keep thinking about the James Blunt song where he's singing to his father. I'm not your father, you're not my son, we're just two grown men saying goodbye. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't heard this song. Let's check it out.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain? 'Cause when I do, he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away.
Okay, sorry to stop it again. I feel so blonde, but I've actually only just figured out what father and son means. Like the father singing the first verse and then he's singing back to him, the son singing back to the father. Yeah, great concept.
I know I have to go. It's not time to make a change. Just sit down, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. That I've cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.
Wow. Okay, I'm glad I kept listening to that. Definitely a song that I've heard a million times and never really listened to. It's kind of heartbreaking when you listen to the son's side of it. I think the father verses are, so well known and they just roll off the tongue and you kind of don't really, well, I didn't really think too much about what the whole story of the song was. But, when the son's saying, things like, he tries to talk to his father and he always just turns away, and it's always been the same story, and then he says something about, what was it? Oh, if they were right, I'd agree. And it's like this son is really listening and has really listened to this father, who probably means really well, and I think lots of people do. But, the father really doesn't seem to be listening to the son in this case. And I don't know, I kind of find that perhaps, it was, I'm guessing, probably a personal story for him. Artists quite often, weren't really believed in, I guess, as much by their family in some cases. And so maybe it was about him trying to go off and do his own thing, and his father, wanted him to take a safer route or something, or if that's just in general, I don't know, a universal human concept that he found it interesting to write about. But I don't know, I think it's so important with relationships with anyone, but particularly between parents and kids, that everyone's got to listen to each other. Of course, parents need to teach their children, but there comes a point when, you also need to listen to your children, learn who they are, truly understand who they are as people, and not just assume that you know best because what you did in your life made you happy. And, I think, as I said, I think most parents want what's best for their kids. They want their kids to be happy. But, I don't know, I think some people think that children are just a little version of themselves, whereas they're entire human beings. And for me, one of the biggest joys of being a mother is I can't wait to see what my child does when she goes out into the world. And of course, it'll be extremely scary, but yeah, you can't hold your kids back. And I think it creates resentment in the long run, which I think is the underlying feeling, in this song, is that, no matter how much a parent wants what's best for their kid, if it's not truly what the kid wants, the kid's going to go and do what they want anyway. And I don't know, parents can either be supportive of what their kids are doing or lose them sometimes, which would be the biggest tragedy. Yeah, I can't believe how many times I've heard that song and really just never grasped the gravity of, I don't know, what I felt listening to it just then. It's one reason I really, really enjoy doing this. I listen to a lot of music in my life, but most of the time I'm doing something else. So when I sit down and I truly just pay attention and listen, it's a different experience than listening to music while I'm doing other things. Even sitting down and reading the lyrics when I really enjoy a song, which is something that I do quite often, this is a different experience. So, I don't know, just another reason why I've kept going on this channel, I think, and why I'm really enjoying it. So, thank you guys for all the wonderful suggestions. I can't appreciate it enough. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everyone's involvement in the comments, whether they're supporting me, giving me suggestions, or letting me know stuff that I'm doing wrong. Sometimes I learn just as much from those comments. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. So please make sure that you get involved in the comments and make sure that you like and subscribe, because that way I'll get to see you next time. Thanks guys. Bye.
I don't like no whips and chains. You can't tie me down.